So I must have had severely dry skin in the past like 3 months because I went through like 6 moisturizers. Actually 7. Hi everybody, if you're new to my channel, my name is Tiana, and if you're returning, it is so nice to see you again. I'm very excited because today we are doing an empties video. If you're new to my channel, I post like beauty product videos every Sunday, and Wednesday and Friday are going to be clothing and activewear. I gave myself a month to use up 16 products, so I'm going to tell you guys how many products I actually was able to empty. And I have a makeup declutter coming next Sunday, so you're going to be able to see more information about my project pan then. But for today we are going to go through my project pan empties, and we are also going to go through my products that I've emptied. And I'm very excited to do this because I love showing you guys the products that I used up so that you guys are able to know if I think it's worth it or not. So if you're new here and you've never seen me before, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified when I upload next, because YouTube's not very good with that. And make sure to leave me a comment down below on a product that you always use and empty. So without further ado, let's get into this because I got quite a few. So in here are all the products that I actually used from my project pan. So we are going to start with all the makeup products from my project pan. I was able to use 6 products in 1 month from 16. So the very first one is going to be this Nature's Aid Cucumber Melon Lip Balm. I have had this now for about a year and a couple months, and I was able to use it up in a year. This was probably the best lip balm that I ever had. It has such good ingredients in here, and it is certified organic, so I really like this. I think it is totally worth it. So I ended up using another lip product, and this one was the CLARINS Instant Light Lip Comfort Oil. I have like a little bit like in here, but every time I go to use it, it always goes to the top, and then I have to like wait for it to come back down, and it won't get on the applicators. I used it up. So this I really loved, and it just reminded me and made me remember that I really like tinted lip balms, and I really do like lip glosses and this type of like formula, especially like a tinted lip oil. I think that's like perfect for me, and I really like this because if my lips were ever chapped but I didn't want to just wear a chapstick, I was able to wear this and my lips looked really nice, and it worked at the same time. I don't know if I would go out and get like a huge one of these. I'd probably just get another mini and take the year and use it, because that's how long it took me to use this one. I got it in a Christmas set last year, and I used it throughout the whole year, so I was really happy to use this, and I liked it a lot, and it did really well for my lips. So if you were looking for a nice lip oil or something like a lip gloss but you don't know what to get, this one's really nice. And this one's in, I believe, raspberry, and I really liked it, so I can't wait to get myself another one. I used up the eye brightener from Tarte. This is the C Brightener Eye Treatment. This was great to brighten up under the eyes. It was really good also as like an eye cream. The one thing that I noticed using this product though was I needed to set it with a powder. So I would apply some under the eyes, and then I would have to set it with a powder so that it wouldn't ball up, crease up, or look too oily underneath my eyes. The other part about this was I had to use a little bit, because if I used too much, it would look like way too much, and it would just get like full of little balls, and it just was not nice. So it took me a while to learn how to use this, but once I did, I really loved it. And it also kept my under eyes very hydrated and bright looking and awake. If there were ever days where I didn't want to wear makeup but I just didn't really care for my under eyes, I could throw this on and I would be happy with how it looked. So if you were looking for a good under eye brightener, Tarte's got them, and I really liked it. So this was the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. So for me, this is something that I absolutely loved in like the spring, summer, and fall, because my skin is not as dry in the winter. In the winter, I found it just was not hydrating enough as a primer for me because I have very dry skin. As a setting spray, I find it very nice though, because it did work as a setting spray. It made your makeup stay for a good amount of time, and I did really enjoy this. This is something that I would pick up again if there was like a kit of something. This would attract me to the kit. If this was on sale, I would pick it up, or in the summer when I do like traveling or I go to the beach or things like that, I would pick this up again because I did really enjoy it. I would not constantly reach for this in the winter though, just because of how dry my skin is. But if you are looking for like a 2-in-1 product because you don't want to have maybe 2 products, or if you're looking for something to travel with, this is something great also. Sometimes even when I had no makeup and I just used the Tarte eye brightener with a little bit of powder, I would use this on my face after, and it would make my face look really, really nice. So I like this as a multi-purpose tool, or if you're just starting to get into makeup and you're not sure what you like, this is also a great way to start. I used it honestly as a primer and setting spray for like a year to try and use it up, so it lasted me a while. So the next one here, this actually came off, but this is the Rimmel London, I think it's their Stay Matte powder. Or True Match. It'll be linked in the description also. But this is in 001 transparent. This lasted me forever. Like, when I mean forever, I mean I got this like 3 years ago. It lasted me forever. For underneath the eyes, I'm not the biggest fan of it just because I found it would dry out my under eyes. I don't know. It just wasn't the best for my under eyes, but as a face powder, this is golden. Trust me, I have other face powders that I'm using right now, and they did not match up to this one, but this is a very affordable powder for how much you're getting, how much you need to use, because you don't need to use a lot, and I really, really like it. After I use up a couple of my other translucent powders, when I go to the drugstore, I would pick this up again in a heartbeat because of how much I liked it. If you're not sure what to get from the drugstore and you're looking for a good setting powder, I would highly recommend picking up this one. So the last makeup item is going to be a mascara. This is from Mary Kay, and this is the Lash Love Mascara. This mascara I really, really loved. What I do with mascaras is I will open up one, maybe 2, but it's normally just one mascara, and I will use it every single day for 2 to 3 months, and then after the 3 months I notice that's when the mascaras really start to go. I use this one the day that I got it, and I used it ever since to this day, and now it's starting to finally get like really dry. There's not much product in it, and it's also kind of irritating my eyes, so I know it's time to go. But this mascara just made your lashes like yours but better, and you could build it up very easy. It was very lightweight on your eyes. I enjoyed this mascara a lot, but my absolute favorite mascara from Mary Kay is the Ultimate Mascara, which I definitely need more of. Like, I need another one for sure. So I'm definitely going to pick up the Ultimate Mascara. This would be another one that I would get from Mary Kay. So those were my Project Pan empties. I'm actually so happy with what I used up, and I know a lot of those were like older and I had them for a while, but I used them up and I really enjoyed most of them, and now I know what I'm looking for in makeup. The next item here, the last one for makeup, this is so dirty, I know, but this is a JUNO & Co sponge. I love these sponges a lot, so I came on here showing you before I toss it. These are like a velvet sponge. They are the best to apply your makeup, trust me, and they last a long time. I wash mine not enough but every single time I wash mine they come really nice and clean. You can also get them on Amazon if you wanted to, so I would highly recommend these sponges for sure. I use them for liquid foundations, my powders to set my under eyes. I also use them for liquid highlight or to touch up certain areas. So really, really like them, highly recommend them, and I believe they're really affordable still. Moving along to hair care, I have a dedicated video coming soon about these. But this here is the Fanola No Yellow Mask. This I absolutely love. If you're blonde and you need a hair mask, I would definitely pick this up. This one will leave your hair more ashy, and it's going to take out like the brassiness to it. This one is sulfate free, silicone free, and paraben free. It smells so good, and this is honestly no joke. And what I mean by that is it is so pigmented. I use this for a long time. I used every single drop of this. There is nothing left in the bottle at all. I used every single drop because I loved it so much, and when it got to the point where I couldn't pump anything else out and I couldn't tip anything else out or get anything out, I put just a little bit of conditioner in here just to get the rest out, and I used it on my hair. I do have a 10% off discount code from Fanola in the description, or you can get it on Amazon. I will also put that in the description. I guess I really nourished my hair for the past couple months because I used up a whole bottle of conditioner. This is the Nutri conditioner. This helps to restore your hair, and I really like it because every type of hair I had. And what I mean by that is I had purplish red, I had dark brown, I had almost black hair, I had blonde hair. Every hair color I had, this was my go-to conditioner, and it always helped. It helped reduce the frizz, it helped keep my hair silky and smooth, it helped make it very, very soft, it looked nice, it held the color. So I would highly recommend the Nutri conditioner if you're looking for a good conditioner. They do last a long time also, and you just put it on the ends of your hair and you're good to go. The other great part about this is it smells like a butterscotch, which I absolutely love. So this one for me is like a 10 out of 10. I have not found, and I haven't tried any other conditioner since this one. And I've been using that now for like 2 years. So the next hair care item that I used up was the Fanola Restructuring Mask. This one is the Nutri one again. That smells like butterscotch. If you're not looking for like a purple mask, if you're looking for just something to help your hair, keep the color, really hydrate your hair, moisturize your hair, and bring life back to your hair, this is the perfect way to go. And one of these lasts forever. Using this mask, I also noticed that it really helped to enhance my natural waves and curls. Whenever I would use this mask, what I noticed was I didn't really need to style my hair or wash it as quickly because my natural hair was very, very nice. So if you're looking for a way to like wear your natural hair down, or if you're looking for a way just to restore and to basically rehydrate your hair, this is a perfect way to go. So again, with the Nutri line, I also do have the 10% off code from Fanola, or you can get them on Amazon. My last hair care item is the Garnier Whole Blend Gentle Dry Shampoo in Oat Delicacy for fine and delicate hair. I got this one and there was no white residue, which I really liked, and the scent was really, really nice. The only thing that I found with this scent was it got strong to the point where if I was wearing this in my hair, my boyfriend would ask if I reapplied perfume or what perfume I was wearing because of how strong it was. But other than that, I did really, really like it. It wasn't heavy in my hair and it didn't weigh my hair down. It also really helped with the oil control. It did get me through like an extra day without having to wash my hair. So I did really enjoy this one. If you're looking for like a good one and fragrance doesn't bother you, you'd probably really like it. So going into like a body care, I have two. So the first one is the Harper and Ari Exfoliating Sugar Cubes. I got these in the FabFitFun box. I thought there's no point in having them. Every single time we get a box, there's always a face mask, you always get a soap, you always get a scrub, like you always do. So when I seen these, I thought, really? Like they put these in there? But I was wrong. These ones turned out to be like my favorite scrub. The reason why is because you got, how many sugar cubes in here? I forget how many cubes you got in here. At first I thought one cube is gonna just go, these are just gonna go so quickly, but these cubes you were able to cut in half if you wanted to, and sometimes I did not need the whole cube to exfoliate my whole body. I just wanted to sometimes exfoliate my legs or exfoliate my back. So depending on how much I was using the cube, it lasted 1 to 3 uses for me. And I noticed that I use a lot less product when using a cube than a regular scrub. The reason why is because with the scrub, I find when you're in the shower and you take some of the scrub, some of it would come off your hand, you would take too much at once, you would put the scrub on and then you would have to take more and put more on, let's say your other arm. So at least with this way, you were able to control how much you were using and they wouldn't go as quickly as you think. They're not as solid as you think and they're not as like mushy as you think they would be. They're very nice, they smelled very well, they exfoliated my skin so well. If you have an option to buy these, pick these up, add them to your box, choose them for your box, I would highly recommend it. If they ever became an option again, I would get them, or if I ever seen them like at a drugstore or on a website that I was shopping on, I would pick them up again after I use up all of my other soap. I chose these over all of my other soaps and all of my other body scrubs, and I use them all up. That is for sure saying something, because I like to try and use up the oldest products I have to the newest products, but I just chose these and I use them all the way. so highly recommend them. So the next one is the St. Ives Refreshing Cucumber Water and Melon Body Lotion. So this instantly moisturizes dry skin with a fresh hydration. So it's paraben free, it's dermatologist tested, it absorbs instantly, non-greasy. This for me is like a hit and miss. This is not something I would go out and get again as a body lotion. I picked it up because it was on sale one day for like, it was cheap. I'm thinking it was like $2. I can put it on my body, it absorbs instantly, it's non-greasy, and it looks and feels good. The only thing that I find about this one is it just doesn't hydrate as much as other moisturizers that I have. So I wasn't really a fan of this one as a moisturizer, especially for my really dry skin. But I use this as a shaving cream and I absolutely loved it as a shaving cream. It was a thin enough moisturizer and formula and then hydrated at the same time. So in all honesty, for like $2 or $3 to have this for over a year, I have this for over a year, I can't complain. I've already washed the bottle. I'm going to take the pump out and see if it actually fits on any of my shampoo or conditioner bottles, just to see if I can reuse the pump on a bottle that doesn't have one. We're gonna see. I actually ended up doing that with a couple of other Fanola products, taking pumps off of other bottles and putting them in there. So I'm just gonna see if that's gonna work. But if you were looking for like a good alternative to shaving cream, something a little bit less expensive or something more hydrating, definitely check these out because it worked very well. So now let's move into like face care products. I ended up using the Alya Skin Pink Perfect Clay Mask. This is an Australian pink clay mask. It's supposed to detoxify and brighten your skin. This is cruelty free. I have done a couple videos about Alya Skin on my channel. I have talked about Alya Skin on my channel and I really did enjoy this mask and like it a lot. There was something about this face mask where the odd time it would irritate my skin and it would cause me to break out, but it wasn't all the time. It was only sometimes. So I would use this mask about once or twice a month. So it did last me about a full year. And what I noticed was, because it's a jar and you would open it up, coming to like the end of the year, I noticed the formula was getting very dry, and that's when I really started to notice more breakout. I think if you were to get something like this, your best bet would be to try and use it up, not quickly, but maybe use it more than once or twice a month. But it wasn't like it broke me out to the point where I wouldn't want to use it again. Sometimes my skin has problems with like rose products and I get little bumps, not to the point where it's like full-on acne, but that's what it did remind me of. So sometimes I would just skip it for the next week and then try it the next month. So I did really enjoy this. If you're looking for a good pink clay mask, this is a nice way to go. It left my skin very, very soft and smooth. It left my skin looking very, very good and feeling good sometimes. I will link this in the description. You can also get it on Amazon. I really enjoyed it. I do have dedicated videos if you want to go watch reviews, but I did like it a lot. I don't know if I would pick it up again though, because I have a ton of face masks that I need to go through, but when I finish my other face mask, that is one that I would consider to repurchase. So the next item is going to be the Wander Beauty Baggage Claim Golden Eye Masks. I finished 2 of these. I really, really enjoyed them. I really liked them. I liked how they were the like paper type of consistency, because sometimes with gel I have a hard time fitting them on my eyes, where these ones fit nicely. These ones here are mineral oil free, paraben free, synthetic fragrance free, and they are cruelty free. I do really like Wander Beauty and I found these worked very, very nicely, and they brightened up my under eyes so nicely and well. So if you were looking for some very, very good eye masks, I would highly recommend these ones. You were able to press the excess product like onto your eyes and into your skin after using these. These ones I actually got in my FabFitFun box. I chose them. I would choose these again. I would add these onto my box, or I would go out and get some again after I finish up a ton of my other eye masks. So the next item I used up, this was the Body Shop Camomile Gentle Eye Makeup Remover. Now, I was trying to save up a ton of like Body Shop empties, because if you bring in like 5 empties, you get like $10 off or something like that. So I don't remember if I included this in my last one, but I'm including this because I use this up a lot to the point where I actually went out and got 2 other full size. I got the cleansing balm to remove your makeup, which I've been using all the time, and I also got the full size of this one, which is just like the liquid eye makeup remover. If you're looking for a very, very good eye makeup remover that has very good ingredients, I would highly recommend the Body Shop's. This is very, very gentle on the eyes, and it does a very good job at removing your makeup. So I must have had severely dry skin in the past like 3 months because I went through like 6 moisturizers. Actually 7. I went through a whole big bottle of St. Ives and these. Okay. Wow. So I went through 3 little mini Body Shop body butters. I went through 2 almond milk and honey body butters. Really like these. This one was for sensitive and dry skin. I really liked the scent of them, and I just really like how they made your body feel and they moisturized your skin after. So I really like these. I would get these again for sure. The next one was the Body Shop Shea body butter. Really like this one. I absolutely love the scent Shea. A couple years ago I got a set for Christmas that was like the Shea Butter set, and I absolutely love the perfume, which I really want to get again. This I absolutely love because of the scent. The only thing that I found about this formula was that it was a little bit thicker and greasier. I had a hard time getting it to like sink into my skin, where the almond milk and honey one was a lot easier. So this one was a lot more thicker of a formula for me, and I had a harder time getting it to sink into my skin. But I really love the scent, and I would get this again for sure because I do really enjoy it. So this one was the Shea hand cream, and I, again, absolutely love the scent. For some reason the hand cream was a lot thinner and a lot less greasier of a formula, and it sunk into my skin a lot quicker than the body butter. So I would pick up the hand cream again 100% because of the scent. I absolutely loved it. So if you were looking for a very good hand cream, I would highly recommend this one. So the last Body Shop item, and this is the Almond Hand and Nail Manicure Cream. This one was for expert care. This one smelled good to me at first, but then after I used it about 3-4 times, I just thought, I'm tired of the scent. It almost smelled like almonds, but a lot, I don't know, it was different. And I just got really tired of the scent. I almost didn't finish it, but I thought I'm just going to, because I don't want to let it go to waste and I don't want to just toss it. So this scent for me was not the best, so it was okay. The last 2 items are the Harper Camomile hand creams. I have one in a tin and I have one in a little tube. I got these last year for Christmas, and I am still working my way through moisturizers that I had gotten a year ago plus. So I ended up using the tube first. So we'll talk about the tube. This one is Protection and Care. This has chamomile extract and is paraben free. This has glycerin in it. The one in the tube I really enjoyed because it was a thicker formula and consistency, and it was a little bit greasy, and it took a while to sink into your skin, but it didn't have very much fragrance to it, and it just felt really nice on the skin. And I did rely a lot on this one to get my hands through a lot because my hands were extremely dry, and this one did fix it a lot. So if you were looking for a very good hand cream that doesn't really have a scent to it, that's a little bit thicker and that takes its time to go into your skin but will sink into your skin, this one works really nicely. Moving on to the tin one, I have something a little bit different to say about this one. So I'm not sure if it's because it was in a tin and because when you would open it, it would be exposed to air or what. I do like the fact that it was in a tin rather than just like a little bottle, just because it's easier to reuse a tin than it would be to use a bottle. I like that fact. The only thing that I just found with this one was it was a lot harder to get it to sink into your skin, and it was a lot thicker and a little bit more dry. And I'm wondering if that's because it was in a tin where it was exposed to air, and for some reason this tin does not like shut very good. So I'm wondering if the air got to it and it changed the formula up, especially because they are a little bit older, where at least with a cap you're able to seal it tight. So my recommendation, if you were looking for a good hand cream and you wanted to go with the Harper Camomile, I would highly recommend getting the tube. But if you're getting a gift set like I received, I would use up the tin first, because I think if you use this first out of all of them, then you were able to get the best formula and best results out of it. So those are my empties. Those are everything that I used up in honestly a couple months. I am on the edge of using up quite a few different things also. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back here probably in February or March and do another empties video so you can see the products that I used up. And then when we come back, we're going to do another updated project pan. If you want to see the products that are going to be added to my project pan, taken out of my project pan, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified when I upload my makeup declutter video. That video will be coming next week, so let me know in the comments down below a product that you always use up. Like, what is something that you will either repurchase and use up very quickly, or just what is a product that you use up a lot. I noticed that this time around it was a lot of moisturizers because I guess the winter, and I know for a fact that in Canada it's only going to get colder from here on out. And I know my skin, and I know I'm going to be going through a lot more moisturizers. So moisturizer and conditioner is something that I use up quite a bit. Make sure to go follow me on my social medias. They're all linked in the description down below. I'm going to link as many products as I can in the description down below also. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.